Well, as you heard in the BBC wrap up, if you're a regular listener to this program, you already know that our own Chris Kelly has turned his attention from tennis to pickleball, which leaves a question: what happens to all those old tennis balls?
Ah, yes.
3 people in South Carolina have found a new use for tennis balls, but now they're maybe going to jail for it. Authorities say 2 men and 1 woman were planning to shoot tennis balls into the Pageland prison.
Is it filled? Are they filled with drugs?
Exactly. That's the illegal part. Security saw the group pull up outside the prison walls, and police caught them a short distance away. Their car, which was unregistered, strike, had one of those tennis ball launchers.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess, Kelly, you've probably taken lessons from those things.
Yeah, the shoots the
ball at you.
Absolutely right, yeah.
They were going to shoot tennis balls filled with tobacco and marijuana over the walls of the prison.
It was pretty smart.
It kind of is.
You know, all of a sudden there's a tennis ball in the yard. Guy goes, picks it up. There it is.
They had a bunch of balls that had been cut in half, and I guess they just glued them back together. Cops also found something they describe as a Fruity Pebble THC ball, but I don't know what that means. I know what Fruity Pebbles is, but I don't know if that's street slang.
I don't know.
Is that like a edible?
In the movie,
Maybe.
Fruity Pebble, you think cereal.
Remember that movie, Upside Down Plane with Denzel Washington?
Flight.
Flight. John Goodman's his drug dealer. He gives him a Cocoa Puff. He's like, we're going to do a Cocoa Puff. And it's like...
That's an edible.
Yeah, I guess. He said...
Is it just weed or is it something else?
I don't remember.
This is a Fruity Pebble THC, so that sounds like an edible.
Yeah, that must be what it is.
I don't know if that was for the drivers or to be shot over the wall.
You know what tennis balls are used for is the bottoms of walkers and the bottoms of students' desks.
That's right.
The
So they don't
chairs.
scrape.
Yeah, so they don't scrape around. Which is pretty smart.
The old ones, yeah.
Do you have a closet full of tennis gear that's gathering dust now, Kelly?
Yeah, and I do an indoor tennis clinic in the winter, and I don't want to play tennis anymore. I don't know that I will. I hate that because I love my guys who play tennis.
But you're living your truth.
But my truth is pickleball, and I like it more. And we play outdoors even in the winter. We only have to skip like January and February. And that's it. And then I'm about 10 months a year, man, I'm out there.
Yeah, it's easy on you.
And I just like it.
Easy on your knee.
I like it better. I really do.
Well, this is going to be a challenge for you in a number of ways. Socially, letting go of the tennis boys.
I know. That's tough.
Also, mentally, because you're Johnny Anti-Clutter.
I am.
And now, it sounds like to me, your tennis stuff is now clutter.
No, it's completely. I mean, I got my bag, got my rackets, got all the balls.
Or sell it at the used store.
All that. That's right. Oh, I hate to give it up. Who knows when I might play down the road? But
you're not playing down the road.
I'm all right now. I'm all pickle. All I do is like at night. I think about my shots and what I need to work on. And I've never been this invested in anything.
Your body's not going to be able to take tennis anymore.
Well, maybe not, but I'll tell you, pickleball's harder than you'd think. It is, when I'm done with it, I can't walk the next day, as Kristen has seen. You're on a harder court because tennis, we played on clay, and pickleball is the hard court. And so I do feel it the next day, probably more. But you can play as much as you want to. You can play 15 minutes, you can play 2 hours, you know? It's great.
Yeah, you play Insanity.
It's so much fun. I love it.
I've still never seen anybody like play except for maybe in a commercial. What color are your balls?
Bright greenish yellow.
Greenish yellow.
Not in the winter.
Blue.
It's just a
much bluer.
Yeah.
They're blue then. No, they're like a greenish yellow. I think I have some in the car. I can bring a couple.
No, I was just wondering.
You want me to get?
No, okay.
Okay.
I don't want to see. Don't show me your balls.
I'll show you. It's like a neon yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
And
like a tennis ball, neon yellow, or
a
not?
little bit brighter, I'd say.
And there's holes in them?
Yeah, it's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah,
slightly larger than a wiffle ball, and it's got holes in them, and just the pop of the paddle. I just get excited when I hear it.
Could you play with a wiffle ball? Is that how it was invented?
Maybe, yeah, I think so. But it's a little different. Wiffle balls have larger holes, so you could, I guess. But these are specially made.
What if you introduced the classic wiffle ball with only half of the holes?
It would really fly. It would fly all over the place. That's true.
It'd be like that crazy football or the frisbee that goes in 1,000 directions.
Well, yeah, but we need to keep the integrity of pickle.
Is there?
You heard him.
We can't.
Is there an International Pickle Association?
If there is, I'm joining. I mean, I am on it.
Take all my money.
That's how people make money, Kelly. You know, they make it like a non-profit. You could be the president of it. Why don't you start it?
I'm going to start. I'm going out there. I mean, I love it. All I think about is playing. I'm playing.
You drift off to sleep thinking of
last night.
Hip shots?
Yes. I was so happy last night. We won last night, and I went to bed thinking, yes, this. I'm My dinking. I've got to work on my dinking constantly. I love it.
That's what I say at night too.
Work
I
on
got
your
to work on my dinking.
I know, it's so
I saw this article in USA Today that said 10 things you should get for all if you're into pickleball, and one of them was a T-shirt, just a black T-shirt, white letters that said, "I have a dinking problem."
I love it. I love it.
And if you know, you know.
Yep. There's another one that says, "Don't dink and drive." It's great. I mean, it's
Clever.
so funny.
So that's the pickle lingo.
That's the pickle lingo, but only a small percentage of the population cares about it, so I'll stop talking
That's
about
true.
it now. But it's just so good. It is. I invite anyone to play.
And do you?
Well, yeah, I really do. I mean, the four of us should go out and play. I'll teach you how. It's great. It's great.
You're going to run out of court space, right? Eventually.
Maybe. I mean, they're
The
building
demand may outpace the supply.
they're building them left and right. Four of us should go out and play.
There's a place not too far from us. It's like a swimming racket club, and 2 houses got leveled, and my wife thought they were going to build a house there, and I said, I bet the club bought it
To put pickleball
to
in.
put pickleball courts on the lot.
It's possible. I mean,
Because right now it's a standard tennis and pool.
right. A lot of places now, they sort of just modify their tennis courts and use temporary nets. I don't like
I
that.
saw that at a country club.
I
not
like a
long ago.
permanent.
Did you, Dave?
They have tennis courts, and they made them
They
into
modified
pickleball.
them into
They
pickleball.
don't look like tennis courts
Yes,
anymore.
yes. But I mean, I like a permanent pickle structure. Instead, some people will just.
Well, that's high dollar.
Permanent
That's
place for pickle.
Yeah, well.
And under my administration,
Yes. Yes. I'll stop talking about it now. I know people keep telling me to shut up about pickleball and my butt. I know. Here's what people always say: shut up about your butt, shut up about pickleball, shut up about the vaccine. Those are the 3 things that people hate for me to talk about. And they're the 3 things I'm most interested in. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
When you really have a
they say
passion.
You're basically saying you don't like me.
When you have a passion for 3 things that people hate, it's like, well, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know, you just push to the limit there.
all right.